Just a question for Ethan. Ethan, what this means for you to be playing in your first test, starting in the Springbok team, and just your experience from last week in that test at Eden Park as well.
Yeah, no, it's huge for me. It's a surreal experience that I've been experiencing during the week, in the build up to it, and just from last week, just feeling the intensity of the game. It really does show a huge difference between URC level and international level, and very keen for this weekend.
Ethan, how's it been synergy-wise in training with a new look sort of backline, especially combination-wise with guys who haven't played together yet?
Yeah, I think everyone's a bit edgy. Everyone's really keen to get onto the pitch and just express themselves. But I think combinations are working very well in training. Guys are linking up, and guys are just feeling that we're not really feeling any pressure. We're feeling like we can express ourselves, and I think that's a very good positive taking into this weekend.
And then Ethan, just there's obviously a lot of expectation on the young guys, and part of the good thing is that normally younger players have no fear, and I'm sure Dwayne will probably laugh at that one. But just maybe talk about just what you guys as a backline are looking to do this weekend as well.
And just on the young guys, I think we very privileged to have people like Jesse and Damien in the team. They've calmed us down quite a lot, and they've shown a lot of experience throughout the weeks. We've been training with them for a couple of months now, and sort of learning from them. So they do give us a lot of confidence going onto the pitch, and I think, like you said, we do try to play with not as much fear as some guys would think. But I mean, I think we just go onto that pitch and try to express ourselves just like anyone else. And having people like Jesse and Damien, they really do help us narrow that and channel that into just performing on the weekend.
Ethan, as you were mentioning there about the sort of inexperience in the back line, when you guys play on the weekend, there'll only be a few really oldish heads, if you could say that, to call upon, when you got like Kobus, Cheslin and Damien, and the rest of you are sort of a bit inexperienced. So is that a little bit nervy, not having so many guys to call upon the experience in the game? Or does that also add a little bit of excitement to you guys?
I wouldn't say it puts any pressure on us. I mean, the game of rugby is just a game of rugby, and I think at the end of the day, we've been playing it since I was 10 years old. I know how to play the game of rugby. And once you get onto that pitch, I mean, it caps become irrelevant, and you just focus on your job, you do your job, and you do it to the best of your ability, and you express what you have. Obviously, in times of pressure, those guys will come out with a bit more experience, but I mean, on that pitch, it's really quite irrelevant to you at the time.
Ethan, I want to apologize. I joined a bit late though. Can I ask you though, and I apologize if this question has been asked already, is there, from your side as a so-called younger, less experienced player though, is there a sense of excitement, or is it nervousness heading into the second test? Because while listening to Rassie Erasmus yesterday, he made it very clear is that he's kind of like throwing some of you younger players in a pressure cooker now to see how you guys can deal with the pressure era of a test match against New Zealand. And this especially after losing a first match in New Zealand though, sir. What are your thoughts?
I think it's definitely a bit of both, excitement and nerves. As many of you guys know, the championship's on the line. It's a must-win game, and I think the excitement comes from just being on the pitch and being able to represent your country, and then obviously the nerves come from the whole stage, the whole fact that you're playing New Zealand. But I mean, I think you just got to get a good mixture of both and use that to advantage. Don't get too nervous and don't get too excited. Just keep a calm head and going into the game.
Ethan, maybe just for you, you came into obviously professional rugby at the era after Super Rugby. Dwayne's played the Super Rugby that side as well. But just for you, as maybe a guy who missed out on Super Rugby, went straight into the URC, just talk a bit about playing in New Zealand. And I know, a lot of players grow up wanting to play the All Blacks in New Zealand. So maybe chat a bit about that and your dream of that.
Yeah, obviously, I've never been this side, so jet lag was a new thing for me. But I remember waking up early to watch the Eden Park games with my dad. And actually driving to that stadium on Friday last week was actually quite a big deal. Sent some photos and stuff, but it was very cool experience. Obviously, I missed that whole Super Rugby thing, so coming to New Zealand now is almost like a dream come true, and I just want to try and make the most of it.